I was sent another article, not by Brittany Gentile, about in Bagram, Afghanistan, there's a U.S. firing range that is next to a village of victims, and this is pretty disturbing. There's an unmarked firing range in the desert in Afghanistan, and it's in the shadow of the largest U.S. military base in history, and it's right next to where a lot of people have been killed in Afghanistan, including children, okay? And this has even unexploded bombs that were being used, then children go near them and they've actually been killed. This to me, and the U.S. has said that they're aware about civilians spending time on this range. This to me is one of those things that if you take a little bit more time to be careful about this, you can end up not ruffling feathers, I guess is kind of an understatement, but really offending people in someone else's country, right? I mean, the U.S. is occupying, for lack of a better term, and it doesn't seem that complicated. You've got to figure out some way, put up some fencing, do something, so kids aren't going to wander in to where American soldiers have been doing tests and leaving unexploded mines and bombs and bullets.
It is certainly irresponsible, but I mean, I think the major insult here was the occupation in the first place.
Okay, well.
And granted, I mean, I'm sure the base being there is just as much of an insult as an unfenced firing range where
Sure.
there might be explosives. So I think in the grand scheme of things, it's probably pretty minor. But how much does it cost to put up a few fences? I mean, we're spending billions of dollars on new technology, on new bombs and jets to drop those bombs.
Well, let's look at the explanation here. The U.S. Army's official Range Safety Regulation Guide says soldiers are instructed to protect civilian and military populations who live and work near live-fire operational ranges. That doesn't sound like that's what's being done here. If you look at a list of the Pentagon recommendations, they say you need physical controls, including fences, barriers, and signs should be constructed where necessary and will require ongoing maintenance. Pam Spalding actually walking by from Pam's House Blind. Hey, Pam. So we'll ask her about that card that was left afterwards. I have a lot of questions about that. The U.S. military has declined to construct such a barrier around the East River Range or to move the training ground away from civilians. There are numerous lists and regulations that say what should be happening. It's not happening, and the U.S. is declining to move it. You have to assume that this is just wrong. At a certain point, we can't equivocate anymore. It's just something that's being done is wrong.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling that we cannot allocate the resources to do this. It's a fence. How big can this firing range really be? How much does it cost to put up fences? Pretty negligible.
It's absolutely negligible.